Hello, everyone. Casey Kendall, Prosperity North Advisors, a Kendall Insurance Agency coming to you from Gilbert, Arizona. Thanks very much for joining us in Auto Insurance 101, Understanding What You've Got. This is part 7 of our series. We're going to discuss teenage drivers. Now, if you have any questions, I've made other videos that will really get in depth on liability, on comp, collision, uninsured motorist, underinsured motorist, rental car reimbursement, roadside assistance, pricing, deductibles, and then the state minimum on what that is and what you should have. I'm very passionate about that. But today we're talking about teenage drivers and what that really means. So when you think about a teenage driver, I'm a dad. I get it. I understand. I've got a 16-year-old, a 14-year-old, a 6-year-old, and a 4-year-old. So the thought of them getting in a car and leaving out on their own scares the poop out of me. So let's really break this down. Let's determine budget needs in the insurance of a teenage driver, and then we're going to debunk some myths around that as well. So let's jump right into this. So when we think about the teenage driver, we really have to start with what the auto insurance rates have done. So over the last 10 years, we've seen a rise of 59% over that last 10-year period, and it's not going away. I truly believe that the biggest factor is cell phones. There's a lot of distractions out there, so make sure you talk to your teens about that no texting and driving. There's also a lot of myths out there. Don't be fooled by a friend of a friend of a friend on social media who says, oh, this and that and whatever. I can't tell you how many times I've been going through Facebook and someone posts, little Johnny just got their license. Does anyone know a good insurance guy? And you'll see this guy and that guy and this guy, and then inevitably you'll see a comment that comes in that says, well, I was talking to my guy, and you don't have to insure him because it's like someone borrowed your car. Don't don't listen to that. That's wrong. So, do you have to insure your teen driver? Yes. Oh my, yes, yes. Insure them. So let's talk about some myths of teenage drivers. My teen is responsible and will not drive dangerously. We've all been teenage drivers. I can't tell you how many times I had a stupid attack, like my mom's used to call it, and it was just lack of experience. My teen took driving classes and I practiced with them. Okay, cool. Well, that's just the beginning. So think about all the close calls you've had over your lifetime and how you handled it. They're brand new at this. So there's a lot that goes into that. My teen will drive safer with their friends. All right. I can't tell you how many times, even as I sit here now and think about a buddy sitting in my car going, how fast does this car go? I don't know. Let's find out. My teen has their own car and therefore is responsible. Uh-huh. Right. Again, it's lack of experience. That's the biggest thing that's going to go into the rate. So whether they own the car or not, it's really that experience level that they bring. So why do you have to insure your teen driver? Well, the biggest thing is when little Johnny gets behind the wheel and he puts his hands at 10 and 2 and he accelerates, puts his foot on that gas, you're putting everything that you own on the line. You're putting any assets, your house, your car, your retirement, everything is on the line. So you have to make sure that your coverages are in the right place. Because it can all be gone in an instant. I mean, that's just really the reality of it. You might ask yourself, is it going to be expensive? Yeah, maybe, probably, yes. I don't know. Every situation is different. But there are some tips that you can help mitigate or reduce those costs a little bit. So when you've got a teenager and they're getting ready to drive, and I remember getting ready to drive and I was so excited, and I counted down the years. In 2 years I can drive, and another year, in 6 months, and I took the classes. Start that process early. Start that process of your homework early and instill that responsibility as early as possible. Adding them to your policy is going to be much cheaper than getting them a policy on their own. It's kind of like credit. You have to be established first. So once they're out on their own, hey, yeah, get your own insurance. If they go off to college, that's a different situation as well. You can still have them on your policy, but talk to your agent about what that looks like, whether they have a car on campus or not. Make sure that they're aligned with the least expensive car on your policy. That will really help control those costs. Leverage your discounts. There's multi-car discounts, there's good students. Combine them with homeowners, with life insurance, and you'll start to see those rates go down. Remember, if that teenager is old enough to drive a car, then they're old enough to understand what is on the line and how important it is that they drive safe. So no texting, and manage those passengers. Big deep breath. I want to thank you for joining me on our adventure of teenage drivers. I know it can be a stressful situation. If you have any specific questions about liability, comp, collision, medical payments, uninsured motorist, underinsured motorist, car rental, roadside assistance, how pricing is determined, and state minimum versus what you should have, please reference my other videos where we break those down into detail. Thanks everyone for joining us. If you have a question or like to leave a comment, please do that below and I will reach out to you directly. Please like, subscribe, share this video. Thanks very much. Have a great day.